Hello and welcome to R&D Mathematics. Today we are going to talk about intercepts. Now in our previous video we talked about point plotting. Now let's first talk about x-intercept. X-intercept simply means a point where the graph intersects. Can you guess? So x-intercept, so a point where the graph intersects x-axis. And y-intercept means same story here, a point where the graph intersects y-axis, right? Now let me show you an example, quick example. Now it doesn't have to be a function or anything, just any drawing. Let's say this. In this one, can you see x-intercepts and y-intercepts? How many x-intercepts are there? Can you pause the video and think? How many x-intercepts are there in this particular drawing? Only one, right? Right here. And how many y-intercepts? Right here, right here, right here, right here. 4. Simple as that. Now, before that, one more thing. Let me draw something like that. 2 arrows. That means it's going to infinity like that. So, how many x-intercept? Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. A lot, right? Now, look at those intercepts. For example, right here, let's say it looks like, let's say it's 5. So 5 comma, what is the y coordinate? 0, right? And let's say here 7, 7 comma 0. And here 9, 9 comma 0. See, some number comma 0. Here some number, it's a negative number comma 0. Here some number comma 0. So x-intercept will always have a comma 0, that 4. Similarly, y-intercept will always have what? Well, in this example only y-intercept, but it always has 0 comma some number. So let's call it b. So that's the next thing to keep in mind. So something comma 0, 0 comma something. Those are the two formats of x and y intercepts. Now because of that, we can learn more. Finding x-intercept. All you need to do, see, x-intercept are things like this, and we know the y value is 0. So you just need to do set y equals 0 and solve for x. And similarly, finding y-intercept, we have to do the other way around. See here, you know x value is 0. So set x equals 0 and solve for what? Solve for y. And let's see that in an example so you can understand. So let me just choose a different color and write an example. How about y equal x squared plus 1? Now let's say x-intercept. So what do you need to do? Put y equals 0. See here, put y equals 0. So y equals 0 and solve for x squared plus 1. So x squared going to be negative 1. Well, then x is square root of negative 1 plus or minus, but this is a complex number, not real. So what does that mean? That means x-intercept does not exist, no x-intercept. Now this is a nice example to investigate. But first, let's find other intercepts, or y-intercepts. See, x equals 0, so we have to put x equals 0. So y squared equal x squared plus 1. Sorry, not y squared, y. Let me use different colors. So y equal x squared plus 1, that's the original equation. When I put x equals 0, y is going to be 0 plus 1 and 1. So our y-intercept is what? Our y-intercept is 0 comma 1, right? Now normally people say y-intercept is 1, but it's always better to write y-intercept because it's a point in the plane. So 0 comma 1. Now let's investigate this little bit more, this example. With our point plotting technique, if you actually try to draw this guy, if you choose some points, negatives 1, 2, so y is x squared plus 1. Let me start with the last one. So 2 squared plus 1, 5, 1 squared plus 1, 2, 0 squared plus 1, 1, negative 1 squared, again 1 plus 1, which is 2, negative 2 squared, which is 4 plus 1, 5. So if you draw this graph, negative 2 comma 5, so negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere here, negative 1 comma 2 somewhere here, 0 comma 1 somewhere here, 1 comma 2 somewhere here, not here, somewhere 1 comma 2 somewhere here, 2 comma 5 somewhere here. See, this is symmetric, a parabola, exactly like the example that we did in last video. Now look at this. This does not cross x-axis. That is why no x-intercept. See, this is the algebraic work, this is the graphical work. And there is only one y-intercept, and that seems like 0 comma 1, and see, we got it here. I think now it's clear, right? And let's do one more example. How about this? Y equal x squared minus 4. Okay, so x-intercept and y-intercept. You know what? You can pause the video and quickly do it for yourself and check your answers. Assuming that you have done that, x-intercept, you put y equals 0, so 0 equal x squared minus 4. Remember, well, there are so many techniques. Let me use the factoring technique. This is going to be x minus 2 and x plus 2. When we solve, either x minus 2 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So we get 2 of them, x equal negative 2. So x-intercepts are, when you write down, 2 comma 0. Why? Because y is 0. And negative 2 comma 0. Y-intercept, you put x equals 0. So y equals 0 squared, which is 0, minus 4. So only 1 and 0 comma negative 4. Now if you draw it, I recommend you as an exercise, point plot and draw this. But since I know the graph, it's the basic shape of y squared is like this. Sorry, y equal x squared is like this. When I had minus 4, it will go 4 units down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will look like this. And these two places, x-intercepts, 2 comma negative 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 0. And this place 0 comma some negative number, and that's negative 4. See, everything makes sense. And that's enough for this video. Next video we'll talk about some symmetry.